Assalamu alaikum. Here's a question that you might find commonly non-Muslims asking it concerning the people who were before the final revelation was sent to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. What about them? Are they going to be saved or what? Or is it only those who followed Prophet Muhammad afterwards? I will read to you the question that I received from a friend from UK, and I will also read my reply right afterwards. The question is, if the message of God was revealed by Muhammad in the 7th century, what happened to all humans before then when they died? Would they go to heaven or hellfire? How would God be able to decide that on the day of judgment? Has he not provided guidance between wrong and right on earth till Muhammad? Now, my response to Matthew was, I hope this finds you well. Briefly, God has sent prophets and messengers to mankind from the very beginning of human existence. The verse reads, this is a verse from the Quran, "Indeed, we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, as we revealed to Noah and the prophets after him. And we revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, the descendants, Jesus, Job, Jonah, Aaron, and Solomon. And to David we gave the book of Psalms. And we sent messengers about whom we have related their stories to you before, and messengers about whom we have not related to you. And Allah spoke to Moses with direct speech. We sent messengers as bringers of good tidings and warners, so that mankind will have no argument against Allah after the messengers, and ever is Allah exalted in might and wise." This is from the Quran, Surah number 4, Surah An-Nisa, woman, verse number 163 till 165. So God told us that there were always righteous people who called men to God, and otherwise he wouldn't punish them. The verse reads from Surah number 35, verse number 24, "Indeed, we have sent you with the truth as bringer of good tidings and a warner. And there was no nation but that there had passed within it a warner." Another verse from Surah number 17, verse number 15, "Whoever is guided is only guided for the benefit of his soul, and whoever errs only errs against it, and no bearer of burdens will bear the burden of another, and never would we punish until we sent a messenger." Also in Quran, Surah number 2, verse number 62, God tells us that all men and women who worship God alone in pure monotheism, believe in the last day, and do righteous deeds will be saved. The verse reads, "Indeed, those who believed and those who were Jews or Christians or Sabians before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, those among them who believed in Allah and in the last day and did righteousness will have their reward with their Lord, and no fear will there be concerning them, nor will they grieve. However, if any person receives the message of Islam in a clear manner, not distorted by media, for example, or some bad Muslims' behavior, as another example, or so he should receive the complete guidance. If he received the complete guidance, or if they receive the complete guidance, they will be accountable for it. They will be responsible before Allah because they have received the message and refused to follow it. And they had the arguments presented to them showing that Islam is the true religion. The evidence for Islam was presented to them. So, moreover, a sincere truth seeker who dies before reaching the truth will be saved, and Allah knows best. I hope this has answered your question. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. So, yes, it's clear, just to make things a bit clearer about the last verse from Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah number 2, verse number 62. As you can see, the verse is about the people who were before Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. There are three minimum requirements for salvation: believing in God and the oneness of God without associating any partners with God, without believing that, for example, Jesus is God, or believing in the Trinity, or without associating any partners with God. So pure monotheism. Also believing in the last day, believing in the day of resurrection and in paradise and hellfire, and also doing good deeds. So if anyone before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has fulfilled or had fulfilled these three minimum requirements, he will be saved. As simple as that, as the verse makes it clear. But if anyone receives the message of Prophet Muhammad, knows about it in a complete manner, and had been invited to it, and it had been presented to him fully, then in case of rejection he will be accountable for it, and it is very possible that he will not be saved. And that's it for today, and that's it for this question about Islam and what do Muslims believe to the people who were before Prophet Muhammad. I hope that this made it clear to you, and thank you so much for listening. Assalamu alaikum.